Tower started one IndyCar race each year from 1911 to 1913. He finished 24th at Indianapolis in 1911, 3rd at Santa Monica in 1912, and 19th at Indianapolis in 1913. In the latter race, he was the fastest qualifier, but started 25th out of 27 cars as the starting lineup was determined by a draw. Tower later served in the United States Army in both World War I and World War II. Here he is after qualifying in Indianapolis in 1913. LeCocq started 4 races in 1919. He finished 3rd at Santa Monica, 9th at Ascot, and 6th at Uniontown. He also qualified for the Indianapolis 500 that year. However, he was killed in the race when his fuel tank ruptured and exploded, causing him to crash. LeCocq was credited with an 18th place finish. Here he sits in his car at Indianapolis. Cucinotta was an Italian driver who participated in the 1935 100, where he finished 12th. This is believed to be the only time he competed in a race in the United States, as he primarily competed in Europe both before and after World War II. Here he is after qualifying at Indianapolis. Gordon raced in the AAA National Championship from 1932 to 1936, starting 9 races. He got a best finish of 2nd at Roby in 1932, although he did win an exhibition race at Oakland in 1936. Unfortunately, less than 2 weeks later, Gordon was killed in a crash while competing in an exhibition race at Legion Ascot Speedway. This played a major role in the track's closure, as it was abandoned and the main grandstands were burned down within 8 months. Here he is after qualifying for the 1935 500, where he started 2nd and finished 30th due to a crash. Yarborough is one of the greatest drivers in NASCAR history. In a career that lasted from 1957 to 1988, he won 83 Cup Series races, including the Daytona 500 in 1968, 1977, 1983, and 1984. Additionally, he won the Series Championship in 1976, 1977, and 1978. In IndyCars, Yarborough started 13 races between 1966 and 1972, getting a best finish of 5th at both Trenton and Michigan in 1971. Here he is after qualifying for the Indianapolis 500 the following year, where he finished 10th in what ended up being his final IndyCar race. Blaine Sneva was the younger brother of 1983 Indianapolis 500 winner Tom Sneva. He mostly raced and won in super modified cars. Sneva continued to race through the early 2010s. His only IndyCar entry was at Milwaukee in 1979, where he failed to qualify. Here he is in a super modified race at Portland Speedway. Johnstone started off in sports car racing, where he won the IMSA GT Championship in the lights class in 1991, 1992, and 1993. He then competed in kart from 1994 to 1997, starting 45 races and getting a best finish of 2nd at Long Beach in 1996. Johnstone later served as an announcer for ESPN's coverage of kart. Here he is at Long Beach in 1996. After winning the 1986 Swiss Formula 3 Championship, Foitek competed in Formula 1 in 1989 and 1990, starting 7 races and getting a best finish of 7th at the 1990 Monaco Grand Prix. In 1992, he started a pair of kart races at Surfers Paradise, finishing 21st, and Long Beach, finishing 18th. Foitek was also entered at Indianapolis, but withdrew prior to rookie orientation. He is also thought to be a distant relative of A.J. Foyt, who served as his team owner in kart. Here he is at the 1990 Monaco Grand Prix. Meira started 131 IndyCar races from 2002 to 2011, but never won a race. His best finish was second place 8 times, including at the Indianapolis 500 in 2005 and 2008. Meira then returned to his home country of Brazil to compete in Stock Car Brazil from 2012 to 2015. Here he is after qualifying for the 2008 Indianapolis 500.